Now remember, I told you after art class we're going to start our memory books for the end of the year. Who can tell me why I would want you to do your very best work on this?
My name is Ashley Cavazos and I teach kindergarten at Cloud Elementary School. I am almost at the end of my first year of teaching and so far it has been a really fun experience.
It's because you get to keep this for a long time. When you get to be an old lady or an old grandpa, you can pull out your memory book and you can go back and look at it.
I've learned a lot of things. I know one thing that immediately sticks out. At the beginning of the year, my team was constantly saying, don't worry about much, just teach your procedures, make sure you're very strong on your procedures. And in my head, I was always like, I don't really know what my procedures are. And so that's one of the main things that I'm really excited to go forward next year, knowing how I want to start things off and what procedures I really want to put in place. With it being my first year, I hadn't had my own classroom experience before, and I really feel like this was the perfect growth model for me to explore and to figure out what really worked well for me. I've developed in so many areas. Professionally, as a teacher, I've developed my patience, and a lot of different factors that I think contribute to my role as an educator.
You even wrote the word mom on there. Who taught you how to write that word?
Nobody.
You just learned it all by yourself?
My students have developed amazingly this year, and right now at the end of the year I'm testing them in different academic areas, and just to see their growth has been phenomenal. Some students came in and they could only name 2 letters, and now they can tell me all the letter names, all the letter sounds, they can count, they can rhyme. It's really pretty cool to see.
Santiago, this one looks really nice. I like that color paper you used.
My favorite thing about teaching is just being able to share love with students. And I've said it since the beginning that for me it goes beyond content areas, and it really just goes to giving them love, showing them that I care about them, and letting them know that someone is here for them. Teaching kindergarten is a whole nother ball game. I love the little people. Sometimes they just hang off of me. They call me mom, and I really feel like I'm able to make that connection and make that impact with students of that age.
This is the part where I'm gonna have to cry. This is the sad part. So, I want to have a hug from everybody.
My first year has been what I thought it would be. It has been more challenging than I anticipated, but I appreciate that. I like any opportunity to grow, and so I definitely feel like even though I've faced more challenges than I anticipated, I've been able to grow every time.
And I'll see you in first grade hallway doing big girl stuff. You'll come visit me.
One thing that I'm really excited about for next year is to see my kindergartners in first grade as first graders, because I haven't been able to see any group of kids move up from me. So I'm really excited to see my kiddos moving on and doing the first grade thing. And then I'm also excited to meet the new kids and to put in some of the things I've learned from this year into next year's classroom so I can see how that affects and impacts my new students.
Okay guys, a lot of you know this was my very first time being a teacher ever, right?
Yeah.
And I just want to say thank you, because you guys really taught me how to do the job.
The main thing that I hope the students take away from me is that I love them and that I care about them, and that no matter where they go, they can be anything that they want to be and do anything that they want to do.
Bye. I love you. You be good, okay?
Yeah.
Don't forget, none of that crazy business in first grade. You hear me? Okay, I'll be checking on you.
It feels really stressful and bittersweet. I am tired. There's so many things that need to be done, and at the same time I'm trying to savor every moment with the kids while we have them. I did lose one student a couple of days ago. He ended his school year early, and so I cried that day over one, and I know when Wednesday comes next week, the last day of school, I'm just going to be heartbroken. I really don't want to let them go, but I know it has to come to an end.
Keep finding those fossils, okay? Bye. Bye. Thank you. Be good.